I'll tell you about a harrowing experience I had a few years ago when I found myself lost in a dense forest. The memory of that day still sends shivers down my spine. It began as a seemingly innocuous hike with a group of friends through a sprawling wilderness area. The sun was high in the sky, and the leaves rustled with the gentle breeze. Excitement filled the air as we set out on a well-marked trail, confident that our adventure would be an enjoyable one. As we walked deeper into the forest, the scenery began to change. The path became overgrown and less defined, and we noticed that the trail markers had become increasingly scarce. We laughed it off, thinking it was all part of the adventure, but it soon became clear that we were truly lost. Panic began to set in as we realized that we had no clear idea of our location. We tried retracing our steps, but the forest had an uncanny ability to disorient us. The once familiar surroundings seemed to shift and change, making it nearly impossible to recognize any landmarks. As the hours passed, our group's sense of unity began to crumble. Fear and frustration gnawed at our nerves, and disagreements erupted about which direction to take. Each path we chose led us deeper into the labyrinthine woods, further away from civilization. The forest took on an eerie quality as the day turned to night. The rustling leaves and mysterious sounds that had been so enchanting during the day became sinister in the darkness. We huddled together for warmth and comfort, our flashlights revealing the anxious expressions on our faces. Our supply of food and water dwindled, and hope seemed to fade with each passing hour. It was a terrifying feeling, being at the mercy of nature, knowing that our survival depended on our ability to navigate the unforgiving forest. We made a makeshift camp for the night, desperately hoping that rescue teams would find us. But the forest held its secrets close, and no help arrived. In the pitch-black night, I could hear strange, haunting sounds echoing through the trees, further fueling our anxiety. Days turned into weeks, and our ordeal became a desperate struggle for survival. We had to rely on our wits, fashioning makeshift shelters and foraging for food and water. We used our dwindling supply of energy to create distress signals and mark our paths in hopes of attracting the attention of search teams. Just when it seemed like we might never make it out, a helicopter's unmistakable sound pierced the air, and we signaled frantically. The forest had finally given up its grip on us. We were rescued, our weary bodies carried away from the labyrinth of trees that had held us captive for what felt like an eternity. The experience of being lost in that forest was a haunting reminder of how vulnerable we are in the face of nature's vast and unforgiving wilderness. It left an indelible mark on my soul, a testament to the power and mystery of the natural world, and the thin line that separates us from its depths. Deep within a remote rainforest, there's a village like no other. We call it Kanapaka, and it's where I've spent my entire life, living high up in the trees, nestled amidst the lush canopy, hidden from the world below. Kanapaka is more than a village, it's a hidden gem of human ingenuity, a perfect blend of natural harmony and innovation. Our homes are perched among the massive trees, connected by a network of rope bridges and wooden platforms. The woven huts we call home are a testament to our resourcefulness and our deep connection to the forest. Kanapaka is not just a place to live, it's a living entity, in sync with the ancient trees and the myriad of life forms that share our arboreal homes. We, the villagers, have mastered the art of tree dwelling over generations. We move gracefully along the interconnected bridges and platforms, our lives woven seamlessly with the rhythms of the forest. Children swing from vines like Tarzan, learning to navigate the heights from an early age. Our elders, perched in their lofty homes, impart wisdom passed down through generations, sharing stories of our ancestors who settled in the treetops centuries ago. Our existence is a testament to sustainability. We collect rainwater in ingenious systems, cultivate hanging gardens on the platforms, and gather fruits and nuts from the surrounding trees. We believe in giving back to the forest, always planting new trees and tending to the abundant flora that thrives in the canopy. While Kanapaka is isolated, we're not reclusive. We're peaceful, welcoming people who know the forest like the back of our hands. We share our knowledge with visiting scientists, ecologists, and adventurers who brave the climb into our world. Visitors marvel at the sense of tranquility and wonder that permeates Kanapaka, finding inspiration in our unique way of life. As the sun sets over the rainforest, we gather around communal fires on the platforms, the canopy above us turning to gold. We sing ancient songs, retell stories, and share our hopes for the forest's future. Kanapaka is not just a village, it's a beacon of hope for a world struggling to preserve the wonders of nature. In the treetop village of Kanapaka, we and the forest are one, living in a harmonious balance that serves as a testament to the profound connection between humanity and the natural world. Our story, hidden away in the heart of the rainforest, is a reminder that living in harmony with nature is not just a dream but a way of life that can be achieved. In the heart of the dense, ancient forest, there lay a place that few dared to tread. We called it the Devil's Hollow, a name earned through generations of eerie tales and unsettling encounters. I'd always been a skeptic, the first to dismiss any claims of supernatural occurrences. But one summer evening, I would have an experience that would forever change my beliefs. Gathering with a group of friends at the edge of the forest, our adventurous spirits were fueled by the legends that had been passed down in our small town for decades. As we ventured deeper into the forest, guided only by the feeble beams of our flashlights, the air grew thick with humidity, and an unsettling silence enveloped us, broken only by the occasional rustling of leaves. We reached a clearing that seemed untouched by time, with ancient trees forming a natural amphitheater, their roots twisted and gnarled. As we continued deeper into the hollow, strange things began to happen. Shadows danced on the edges of our vision, and distant whispers seemed to call our names. Our flashlights flickered, one by one, but I insisted it was merely a coincidence, that the forest was playing tricks on our minds. Yet, the forest had more sinister plans. The ground beneath our feet shifted, and the very trees surrounding us seemed to move closer, creating an oppressive atmosphere that made each step a struggle. Panic set in as we realized we were no longer in control. Amid the chaos, a voice emerged from the darkness, neither friend nor foe but something altogether unnatural. It whispered secrets of the forest's dark past, tales of vanished explorers and ill-fated souls who had dared to venture into the hollow. The voice warned that those who entered were forever bound to the forest, their fates intertwined with its ancient, malevolent spirit. My skepticism began to crumble as I felt an invisible force pulling me deeper into the hollow. I shouted for my friends to run, but it was too late. The forest had claimed them, one by one, until only I remained. In the days that followed, the townsfolk grew concerned, and a search party ventured into the forest, determined to find their missing loved ones. But as they entered the Devil's Hollow, the forest seemed to have erased all traces of their existence. Their voices were swallowed by the ancient trees, and their flashlights flickered and died. I, now a prisoner of the forest, became a whisper in the wind, an echo in the darkness. My skeptical nature had led me to doubt the supernatural tales, but the forest had shown me its true, terrifying power. To this day, those who venture into the Devil's Hollow are warned of the fate that befell me and the friends who accompanied me. The forest's secrets, it seems, are best left undisturbed,